You just lean over and cough for me. So in today's episode, we managed to get a day off, and I have brought the boss with me, the one that correlates and dictates just how this company runs. My girlfriend, Sierra. You want to say hello?
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Too funny. So yeah, today we're going to bring you along and we're going to do some servicing on the truck. Do an oil change and grease, and also another, yeah, we'll get you to clean out the bunk for sure while I do that. And obviously another big announcement. We have microphones. So we are mic'd up now, which is awesome. A little more clarity for the audio. I was messing around with it yesterday, and I still haven't quite figured out the gain on the DJI MIC Mini, but I have found some spots where I think they'll do very well. It's just there's so much noise on a truck when you're going down the road at 100K or 105 or whatever that it picks it up pretty well to the point where a lot of things are distorted, so I'm still working on that. But for right now, we have mics, which is awesome. So hold on a second. So you're telling me, we're sitting here talking about oil changes. You're telling me that your car has been at 0% oil life for a while now, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's no oil in it. What did you think it meant before? Did it just ran out?
No. That tells you, okay, you're due for another oil change, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's no more fucking oil left in your car.
High five.
Yeah.
Good job. That's exactly what that means.
That's what I said initially.
All right, okay. Just making sure. You know where you're going?
Are we going to get oil?
Yeah, do you know where you're going?
Yep.
Where are we going?
Want me to lead the way?
Yeah, you're the boss.
Okay.
When you have our baby, are you gonna stick a baby on board sticker on our truck? Please
I don't
don't.
need everyone knowing that we
Please don't. Now you're just telling everyone that there's kids on board.
Yeah.
No
I don't
thanks.
get why people do that. And then there's people that
They've got like the mother and father and then like 17 kids.
yeah, like they put on how many stickers for how many kids.
No, not happening.
No. Why are you telling everybody that? Unfortunately today though, I won't be able to help carry anything.
No, I know. I'm well aware. This stuff right here is what I need. Here we go. This stuff.
Okay, what's our next stop?
Now that we have the oil, I don't think I have filters. So we gotta stop at West Star, grab filters. And I think I gotta grab a fuel filter. I don't think I have any at the shop. Gotta buy a few more. But did you see that? $345 for 2 pails of oil and a thing of Lucas oil stabilizer. That used to be when I had my cab over 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4. That was, I could buy that in Lethbridge for all that for like $250.
You're telling me what we just got there was $345?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every oil
Holy
change.
shit, every time you have to get an oil change done, that's how...
Yep.
Oh my god.
Filters will be another 60 to 80 bucks.
And that's like once a month.
Yeah.
Let's get to servicing.
first, what we'll do, we'll get down here. Ooh. Ooh. And we'll take. All right. Well. So essentially what I did for 5 minutes just now before crawling under here, I started my truck just to get that oil a little warm before I go to drain it. Everyone wants to drive them. No one wants to service them. This little doohickey right here, unreal for oil changes. So as you tighten it up on the bottom of your bung, this piece in here will push a plunger, which will allow the oil to come out your garden hose attachment, which makes oil changes quite easy. I'm going the right way. There we go. Okay. Works awesome. Yeah, I got scammed on crypto quite a few years ago. Yeah, one of my buddies on Instagram got hacked by some crypto account, and they're like, oh, I turned $12,000 into, or $3,000 into $12,000 in like less than 24 hours, and I'm like, what? So I start talking to this person online, and long story short, I ended up putting like $4,500 in this person's account, and then they send you a trading website that does, like, looks like a trading website, but you can't pull anything out. So we're draining the filters with a screwdriver pointed in the bottom, and just there we go. Eee. All right, I'll show you what I did here now. So, basically, here's the filter. And all I did was hit the hammer into the bottom of the filter, and now they're draining. So we'll let that drain, and we'll get maybe doing some greasing. All right. This is always the funnest part of a service. So, I don't know if anyone knew this, or for the guys, the viewers that don't know, all semi-trucks have quite a few greasable points. So like just in the steering shaft, you got one here to grease the actual shaft, you got one here to grease the U-joints down here, you got one at the top before it goes through your firewall. I also like to put some grease in the hood. Whatever you call these things, for the rollers, and on top. Are you kidding me? I just start greasing and you're empty, bro? Come on. Why? Why? We'll be right back. There'll probably be some guys telling you not to over grease, but I have found in my trucking career, grease is your best friend, and it's your cheapest mechanic. So there's no shame in greasing your truck or your trailer more often than not, if you catch my drift. And here's another little tip for anyone that doesn't like doing kingpins, which is essentially a cylinder shaft that sits on your two knuckles there. I'd connect your steering box arms to the axle and your, oh, I can't remember what the hell this thing's called. This big long rod. But anyways, grease your fucking kingpins. It helps with the ride, and it helps for replacing them, as they tend to move a little easier when they are frequently serviced. So, little, possibly a useless tip for the day, don't know, but take that with what you will. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drip oil all over me. Like, frick. What? All right. So now I'll go grab some filters. Oh, well, I took a little break. Had a couple of smoke breaks and finished up greasing the back end of the truck. Here, notice how this rubber seal is dry. We need to just grab a little dab of used stuff that come out of the truck, and you want to essentially just lubricate it a little bit. Grab the plastic, and it comes off just like that. So, another dab of oil on the O-ring here. I'm starting to think, being mic'd up, people are gonna think I'm like old and decrepit because all I do is moan and groan. When really, I'm only 28. Oh, just find the threads, please. Come on. Haha, found ya. We've got the filters on. Bung is back in place, oil is drained, filters are on. So now what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of Lucas here.
For spare change. Anybody got some spare?
You got some of that spare change? Sure. So this stuff, I live by it. I usually put in about a half gallon, roughly. Keeps this old green leaker from leaking. Okay. Yeah, there's a little less than half, I guess I used. So quickly wipe down the funnel. Some brake clean. Pull you up, we'll just wipe you down first. Like so. That just sprayed oil all in my face. That was good. Love that. As my one buddy Cole Knutson would say, love that for you. All right, let's get dumping. Hey, whoa, whoa. No! whatever. Yeah, the frickin' barcode sticker fell off the top of the pail and it's sitting in the funnel now. You wanna come pick it out of here? Just in there, in the funnel. See it? Okay, so now, next one. I just cut my freaking fingernail. Ouch! Like this morning. There we go. Alright, so we'll get probably 3/4 of this pail dealt with, I think. Or dumped, I guess. Oh, I didn't blow it off. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's what filters are for. Right? So there's about 3/4 of the pail. So when you get down to where you think you're going to be full, never done an oil change on a big truck, you need to fill them filters, preferably before you finish pouring all of your oil so you don't overfill. So, oh, we're gonna check that again because that already looks like we're over full. Yeah, we're already over full. My grandfather always taught me a trick. When you're checking a dipstick, don't hold it upside down so the oil runs down the dipstick. Hold it right side up so that the level where it is will always be marked and the oil will just run off the bottom, for anyone that doesn't know. Okay, I got a question for you there, boss. See where the key is? Where are you? Can you jump in there, please? Just into the driver's seat. Okay, turn the key, right side of the steering column. Just one click to the right. Okay, now on the left side of the steering column, there's a little black button. Push that. Fire it up for me. We have got a little bit of blow-by, but if you didn't know this, on a Detroit, they have a boatload of pressure, so they're always pushing stuff out. So for any of you guys that run a Detroit, maybe I'll get a clip of it one day, but the amount of vapor, I guess, that comes out the bottom, down there on the blow-by tubes, it will dust out the back 40 of any truck stop. So with that being said, don't worry as much, as long as you don't have milky oil, right, cooling in your oil, or any oil coming out your blow-by tube excessively. Little bit of steam or vapor coming out the bottom ain't gonna hurt you. Mine's been running like that for, well, since I've owned it, so. Now what we'll do, we'll check this bad boy again here, and that might conclude our oil change for today. Maybe? I can't frickin' tell. Let's try it again. Not very much. So, and for anyone that's wondering, I'll show you here when I pull this dipstick out. Your phone's ringing. So for anyone, okay, I need to add a little bit more. But do you see the to L, full to low. That means there's about a gallon left of oil you can pour in. What's that? Oh, maybe that was across the bay. Someone else's phone. So need just a little bit more. We'll probably just dump the rest of this bad boy in here. Good enough. Okay. Well, this is where the fuel filter is on this truck. This is the fuel system. It's a bowl. That's about it. We're going to change that filter as my gauge in the truck is showing just a little too much vacuum, I guess it would be, on the gauge. So it's time to change it. I was thinking about it as I was under the truck. I made a mistake on saying how many grease zerks there was or where they were at. It's not on the back end of the truck. They're not for an axle. There's your slack adjuster. On either side, they're for your S cams. Whee. So, not for your axle, for your S cams. Anyways, I had to charge my camera, so took a bit of a break. And in that break, typical bosses, I'm out here doing all the work, and she decides she needs to go to the Cairo. So, boss is gone. Let's get this filter dealt with, and yeah, should be all for today. I freaking love these little gloves. All right, sir. You just lean over and cough for me. So first thing, oh my God. Nope. So essentially what we need to do is in this bowl here, there's fuel, and down here there's a drain, which, oh come on. I am failing hardcore. Oh my God. Please tell me I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, it's coming. What the fudge? I said fudge, YouTube. See if I can get this bad boy to... Nope. Really? Say what? I swear if I'm going the wrong way. I was going the wrong way. Struggling with lefty loosey righty tighty. Oh my God. So what we'll do here is now, unfortunately on a Detroit, you need to go and get yourself a Davco wrench to be able to get these off. Any Western Star, Freightliner dealer should have one. And again, okay, so first things first, on the cap there'll be an O-ring which is supplied in your new fuel filter. There we go. And out comes the bowl. Here's the second O-ring. All it does is sit down in here. There's a spring in the bottom that pushes the filter down. We will grab a rag and clean it out. Clean the seal up here. That's embarrassing. I can't believe I was hitting that freaking valve the wrong way. So now we'll pull this. Oh! Probably could have drained it a little more after that. When you're doing this, we'll bring you in a little closer. There's another rubber deal that needs to come off. Don't forget about this. They do get stuck, because if they get stuck in there, you're gonna have one hell of a time trying to get your filter on. So here's the filter. I like to run Donaldson. There we go. Super easy. You just plump that bad boy in there and push her down. So now you've got your lid O-ring, goes on there like so. Super easy. Done. Now it comes down. Push that right down. With this. So, okay, so let's see if my little pump from Princess Auto here will do what it needs to do. So I keep this little can of diesel with me for this reason, and only for this reason. It takes 2 big D batteries. Look at that, it works. Look at that. Sick. And now comes your fill time. So we're just gonna, in you go. I'm just gonna, oh, look who decided to show up, the boss. And now, hey honey. And now we're filling the bowl. Tell you what, viewers are gonna get a kick out of this. This little valve right here, I was beating on it the wrong way for a solid couple minutes. There, and she'll settle out roughly to where I want it. Don't touch that jerry can, it's soaked in diesel now. I'm gonna put this back. Just give me 1 second here. And then yeah, now you got your O-ring placed. Just put the cap back on. And she's done like dinner. So there we go. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Catch y'all on the next one.
Well, everyone, that's the end of her for now. Another day, another dollar made, you know. If you guys could do me an absolute huge favor, I'd be more than appreciative and grateful for it. If you could give this page a follow, Driving with Oz, share, like, comment, subscribe. Oh man, that would be awesome. And until next time, keep that shiny side up, keep that greasy side down, and we'll check you on the flip-flop. Come on.